Okay, yeah, this is UI to code. We'll go over some of the things from the last month. Today is November 30th. Megan, you have the first couple points.
Yeah, it looks like a lot, but I won't say much. The Major League Hacking Fellowship program ends next week. What a time. It went so fast, but we got a lot accomplished. The fellows last day, I think it's Thursday because they have like a graduation thing on Friday. But we gave them some swag store codes as like a thank you. And so far, 15 like larger issues have been closed. And it'll most likely be like 20 or more than that by the end of next week. Shout out to Barker for all your help. I know you're not on this call, so hopefully you're watching this, but thanks for all your support and making sure we were hitting every milestone. And thank you to everyone that kind of helped with like refining issues. I tagged people as we were refining things and answer questions that our fellows may have pinged you on, and especially the design reviews. That was very helpful, getting that feedback and making new issues for that. There's still a ton of Slippers issues left in the backlog that they didn't get to or that we didn't add to their immediate backlog. So, you know, if you're looking for something to work on or contribute in a way to Slippers, there's plenty of stuff to grab, so go grab them. I also added like a long list of what's been accomplished so far. I'm not going to read that on here, but at the end of next week, when we have like the final list, I'll post it in our DEx Slack channel. But yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm going to interject. Megan, thank you. Like, you have been watching all of them the whole time and creating issues. And I don't know if you volunteered for that or if that just fell on you, but either way, it's like super appreciated because it's been apparently a whole quarter has flown by and you've just like taken this on. So like from my side, we see all the work that you've been doing with them and managing that team as well. Thank you so much. Do we know if we're taking on another cohort? Has that been decided? I know there was talk of it.
I don't think so. I think the cost per like all that kind of stuff didn't quite work out, but it would be nice if we could have it like once a year. I don't know. It's all up like whether like GitLab sponsors the program or not. And I'm not sure if they are, but if there's a way we could have like a fellowship like once a year, get a backlog accumulated and stuff like that'd be great, but we'll see.
Cool. Cool. Nathan has the next point. He's async. So there's, I guess, an issue with duplicate like versions of Slippers or CSS being imported for Slippers components. He's looking into it. I'm also seeing, I've just general questions about how Slippers is imported into our buyer experience repo. If you look in the head of our website right now, every single component in Slippers is in the head, which seems like a weird way to load Slippers. Let me share my screen because I have it up right now. But I will connect with Nathan on this as well if he's like investigating it. But I mean, I'm local here, but I can go to any of our websites maybe. Let's go to so many tabs. So if I go and look at like the head of our website, there's like all these meta tags and all this like necessary stuff, right? And then as soon as you hit like the end of our links, you get all of these style tags and you'll see that like this is our accordion component, you know what I mean? This is some component, I guess chevron maybe, or an icon. Oh, drop down, that's what it is. And like every single thing, and this just goes like for evsies, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot. Scripts, I think it ends somewhere around here. And it's maybe not where the CSS belongs. And I'm just like starting to dig into Nuxt config right now and see how the CSS gets loaded into our site, because if it's being loaded there and also being imported elsewhere, maybe that's where our duplication is coming from. But yeah, maybe we can have like a noodle session on that, because SEO also complained that our head is like super bloated. Just as an annoyance, I don't think it's like a problem for SEO, but they're like, it's ugly, you know? So yeah, I'll shut up. Any thoughts on that?
It is just like causing problems in the sense that like I made a change to like H1 and H2 font sizes and stuff, but the duplicate slippers thing is like overriding that, so we're getting the old stuff. I'm sure it's all connected, but we removed it from the nav, right? Or not yet?
It's removed in that MR, like it's not merged in yet, but there's an MR
Okay.
open, where slippers is still a pure dependency. So it should pull slippers from buyer experience, but it's also being pulled in as a dev dependency. So for local development in the nav repo, you would see the slipper styles. We can, like I have an MR open that we can like rip slippers out completely, write our own CSS for the nav. It's about 200 lines, but of course then it doesn't stay up to date as we change slippers stuff. But that is also an option that we could try and see if that like fully scorching slippers out of nav entirely, if that helps. We can try that. But I think, yeah, I think you're right that it's all connected. Something is happening with the way we're importing CSS, and maybe things are importing twice, but that doesn't explain the versions. Sorry, John, I didn't want to interrupt.
Hi, I have I'm seeing some stuff in the code in the navigation. This is happening in the navigation, right? Every CSS file imports everything from slippers. So I think that every component that we are using on the navigation are importing the same CSS the same time. So I believe we can try to globally import once that CSS that like we do in buyer's experience, and maybe that can fix the issue.
Yeah, that's very true. We can try maybe doing that for today, try and make an MR to be released today. Yeah, that might be worth trying. I'm going to make a note.
I almost wonder if there's like a Webpack like build step to then like strip out only use like the slippers CSS that's needed for navigation. So it would almost minify it and strip that out, and then that could be packaged. And if it like, yeah, that might also help.
I'm frantically writing, but if there's nothing else, I don't know, we could hop off. But any last minute thoughts? Okay. I might stop the recording.